Have you ever felt like you're starring in a horror movie where the monster is a toddler with a sticky lollipop and a death wish for your white rug? Admit it, right now, in this very second, you've thought about locking yourself in the bathroom just to hear the sweet, sweet sound of nothing. You love them, of course you do, but you are exhausted, drained, and wondering if that joy of parenting everyone talks about was just a cruel marketing scam. Stop. Breathe, because today, we're not just surviving, we are reclaiming your soul from the mountain of laundry and the endless why questions. We're finding the joy again, and I promise you it's not hidden at the bottom of a wine bottle. It's right here, in your own mindset.
Parenting isn't a marathon, it's a Spartan race through a ball pit filled with Legos. And let's be real, no one told us that unconditional love also came with unconditional sleep deprivation and a permanent scent of old milk. We start this journey with these cinematic dreams of soft focused sunsets and matching pajamas, but the reality is more like a high-speed chase where you're the getaway driver and the passengers are screaming for chicken nuggets. You're tired because you're doing it right, but you're miserable because you've forgotten who you are in the process. You've become mom or dad or the person who fixes the Wi-Fi, and the person who used to love late-night movies and spontaneous road trips has been buried under a pile of permission slips.
Imagine a world where you wake up and don't immediately feel like you've been hit by a freight train of responsibility. Imagine looking at that chaotic breakfast table and seeing a comedy show instead of a crime scene. That's the shift we're making today. It's about the motivation code of parenting, cracking the system that keeps you stuck in survival mode so you can finally enter thrive mode. Because guess what? Your kids don't need a perfect parent. They don't need a martyr who sacrificed every ounce of their personality on the altar of doing everything right. They need a happy parent. They need a human being who still knows how to laugh until they snort.
Let's look at the logic of the parenting trap. We think that by giving 110% to our kids, we're being good parents. But math doesn't work that way. If you give 110% of zero, you still have zero. You are the engine of this family, and if the engine is running on fumes and prayer, the whole car is going to stall on the highway of life. We've been taught that self-care is selfish, but that's the biggest lie since the check is in the mail. Self-care is strategic maintenance. It's making sure the pilot of the plane has enough oxygen before they try to help the passengers. If you're gasping for air, you're not helping anyone. You're just making everyone else panic.
Think back to the very first moment you held them. The world went quiet, didn't it? The hospital lights faded, the beep of the monitors softened, and there was just this weight. A tiny, miraculous weight that changed the gravity of your entire universe. In that silence, you didn't see the future tantrums or the teenage eye rolls. You saw potential. You saw a piece of yourself walking around outside your body. That cinematic prose of life, the soft breath, the tiny fingers, is still there. It's just been muffled by the noise of the everyday. We need to find that silence again. We need to peel back the layers of have to and should do to find the want to that started this whole crazy adventure.
Wait, before you think this is just another think positive speech, let me hit you with a strategic rehook. If you think your exhaustion is just physical, you're missing 90% of the problem. Your brain is stuck in a loop of crisis management. Every spilled juice is a level 5 emergency. Every bad grade is a failure of your entire legacy. Stop the madness. Most of what we stress about won't matter in 5 hours, let alone 5 years. We are over-parenting the small stuff and under-enjoying the big stuff. We're so busy preparing them for the future that we're forgetting to live with them in the present. Are you raising a person or are you managing a project? Because projects are exhausting, but people are an adventure.
Now, let's talk about the funny side of the fail. You ever tried to have a serious conversation while your kid is doing a literal headstand on the sofa behind you? Or how about that time you finally got them to sleep and then you accidentally stepped on a squeaky toy like a landmine in a silent movie? That's parenting.
It's a slapstick comedy where you're the straight man and the kids are the Three Stooges. If you can't laugh at the absurdity of finding a half-eaten grape in your shoe, you're going to spend the next 18 years crying. Humor is the ultimate shock absorber for the bumpy road of child rearing. It's a secret weapon for any parent. When you laugh, you regain power. When you laugh, the monster of exhaustion loses its teeth.
Let's get practical. How do we find joy when we're knee-deep in I don't want to eat broccoli territory? First, lower the bar. No, lower it more, even lower. There you go. If everyone is alive at the end of the day, you're winning. We put so much pressure on ourselves to create magical memories that we ruin the actual moments. A magical memory isn't a $5,000 trip to a theme park where everyone is sweating and angry. A magical memory is dancing in the kitchen to a song you both hate. It's the cinematic prose of a random Tuesday afternoon when the light hits the floor just right and you both just exist.
You need to rediscover the you that existed before the parent. What did you love? What made your eyes light up before you knew the lyrics to every Baby Shark remix? Go back to that, even for 10 minutes a day. That's not time away from the kids. That's time investing in the parent they deserve. When you come back from doing something you love, you bring that energy back into the house. You're not just mom or dad anymore. You're a vibrant, interesting human being who inspires them to be the same. That is how you break the cycle of burnout. You stop being a resource and start being a person again.
Deep breath now. Imagine a forest at dawn. The mist is clinging to the trees, and the only sound is the distant call of a bird. That peace is inside you. It's not somewhere you have to travel to. It's a state of mind you have to cultivate. Parenting is loud, yes. It's messy, absolutely. But within that mess is the raw material of a beautiful life. You are the artist, and the chaos is your clay. Don't fight the clay, mold it. Find the rhythm in the noise. There is a sacredness in the mundane, in the packing of lunches, in the tying of shoes, in the whispered goodnights. These are the threads of the tapestry you are weaving. Don't get so focused on the tangled knots that you miss the masterpiece.
Here's another rehook for you. What if the joy isn't gone, but just transformed? We're looking for the joy we had before, the freedom, the spontaneous nights out. But that's like looking for a puppy when you have a full-grown, loyal dog. The joy of parenting is deeper, grittier, and way more rewarding. It's the joy of seeing a human being learn to be kind because they watched you be kind. It's the joy of a sticky hug that somehow heals a broken heart. It's the motivation code realization that you are the most important person in someone else's world. That's not a burden, that's a superpower. And with great power comes great responsibility to take a nap occasionally.
Seriously, the physical toll is real. You can't mindset your way out of needing sleep, but you can mindset your way out of the guilt that comes with taking it. Stop trying to be the hero who never sleeps and never complains. That hero is a myth, and they probably have a very messy house anyway. Be the hero who knows their limits. Be the hero who says, "Kids, the kitchen is closed, and the parent is off duty for 30 minutes. You are teaching them boundaries. You are teaching them that other people's needs matter. You are parenting them by showing them how to be a healthy adult."
Let's look at the future. 10 years, 20 years from now, you won't remember the laundry. You won't remember the specific tantrum about the blue bowl versus the red bowl. You'll remember the way they looked when they were sleeping. You'll remember the jokes that only your family understands. You'll remember the feeling of their hand in yours. That is the cinematic prose of your legacy. All this exhaustion is the price of admission for the greatest show on earth. And let me tell you, the front row seats are worth every penny, every gray hair, and every missed hour of sleep. So here is your mission. Today, find one thing that is just for you. One thing that makes you feel like the person you were before the kids arrived. And then find one thing about your kids that you can just enjoy. No teaching, no correcting, no managing. Just enjoy.
You are doing a great job. I know you don't hear that enough. The world expects you to be a machine, but you are a soul. You are a gardener, tending to these wild, beautiful little plants. Some days the weather is bad and the weeds are winning, but the sun always comes back. You are the sun in their universe. Don't let your light burn out trying to heat up every single corner of their lives. Just shine. Just be there. Your presence is enough. Your love is enough. You are enough.
Parenting is the ultimate challenge. It takes everything you have and then asks for more. But in that more is where the magic happens. It's where you find out who you really are. It's where you learn that you are stronger, funnier, and more resilient than you ever imagined. So, take that bathroom break. Have that cold coffee. But don't you dare give up on the joy. It's right there, waiting for you to notice it.
In the end, it's not about the how-to or the logic. It's about the heart. It's about the motivation code of love that binds us all together in this chaotic, beautiful mess called family. You are the heart of your home. Keep it beating strong. Keep it beating with joy. Because a joyful parent is the greatest gift you can ever give your children. Now, go out there, embrace the chaos, laugh at the mess, and find your joy again. You've got this. And remember, when the going gets tough, the tough get a snack and a 5-minute timeout. You are a parenting legend in the making. Believe it.
The cinematic prose of your life is being written every single day. Make it a bestseller. Fill the pages with laughter, even when the ink is smudged with tears. Fill the chapters with adventure, even if the adventure is just making it to bedtime. You are the author of this story, and you have the power to change the ending. So change it. Choose joy. Choose laughter. Choose yourself. And in doing so, you choose the very best for your children. This is your moment. This is your journey. This is your path to a life well lived and a family well loved. Go get 'em.